It always takes a moment for some of the different services to sync up. So going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good afternoon, folks. Shaun Tabatt here from the Shaun Tabatt Show, bringing you the latest update for the Shaun Tabatt Show almost daily. It's July 9th, so it's been, 6 days since my last update. Hope you all had an awesome 4th of July extended weekend. We took it easy, sticking around home here. I did some exciting plumbing projects and have narrowed the leak in my upstairs bathtub down to most likely the trap. The fun part about that one is that means I get to cut a hole in the ceiling of our dining room to get to the trap. There is absolutely no way to access any of the plumbing in our master bathroom. Thank you, whoever designed the layout in our bathroom with tile and no access. So, yes, good times. Hashtag dad life. But yeah, looking forward to hopefully being able to use that bathtub again soon. So, what'd you all do over the 4th of July holiday? Any plumbing projects? Did you read any books? In addition to plumbing projects, I edited quite a few podcast episodes and just took it easy, spent some time with the family and just hung out. It was good to have a few days off and get a little bit of rest. So, as I mentioned, been doing a bunch of editing the last few days, so just wanted to mention a few of the new episodes that have just come out and those that are also going to be coming out in the coming days. So first up, we have J.P. Moreland's excellent book, Finding Quiet. This is published by our friends over at Zondervan. That is episode number 262. I just released that today. In this book, JP recounts his own challenges and struggles dealing with anxiety. Back in 2003 and in 2013, he encountered just debilitating anxiety and panic attacks. And really, he's just telling the story of what he learned from both a medical standpoint and then a spiritual, psychological standpoint in how to overcome the anxiety that he was facing. It's a fabulous read, a good balance of both medical and spiritual approaches to dealing with anxiety. So it's a worthwhile listen. You can check that out over at shauntabatt.com/262. And then another one that just released yesterday. This is an interview I did last year. I've been getting some stuff out of the vault, so to speak, and getting to those interviews that have been sitting there waiting for me to edit for a long time. Last year I had the pleasure of spending about an hour with Paul Young. We do a deep dive. We talk about a bunch of stuff related to the shack. We talk about what it looks like to live a life without any secrets. And then we get into some of the interesting things Paul says in his book, Lies We Believe About God. Definitely an enjoyable conversation. Paul is definitely a fascinating guy. So if you want to check that out, head on over to shauntabatt.com/261. As far as some upcoming episodes, and I promise someday I will talk about more than books, but hey, books is are a big part of my life. So what do you expect? I interview lots of authors. Next up, we have Carrying the Presence by my friend Ryan Bruce. Ryan, how do I say your name? I honestly am not sure how to say your last name, but I will get it right when we record our podcast episode later this week. I'm a few weeks into my new role at Destiny Image, and as part of that, I'm doing a bunch of podcasts with our authors. So finally have the first 3 of those lined up this week. First up is going to be Ryan and his new book, Carrying the Presence. That releases next Tuesday, so be looking for that wherever good books are sold. I actually have to finish reading that book tonight, so I can't tell you what it's about yet. You'll have to listen to the interview to find out. But look for that to go live during next week, which is release week for the book. And then next up, we have my friend Nayeem Collins wrote his book, Realms the Prophetic. I actually did an endorsement for this book, so going to be recording an interview with Nayeem as well this week. That book is already available wherever good books are sold, so head on over to Amazon and buy one right now if you want. I was just so impressed with the amount of work that Nayeem put into this. I actually got a copy when I was in the Destiny Image headquarters a few weeks ago, and I was amazed at how thick the book was. It's like 260 some pages, something like that. And so for a first book, wow, Nayeem really knocked it out of the park. So looking forward to sitting down and doing more of a deep dive about the book. And then we'll also be doing a Facebook Live interview on the day that we release the podcast episode. Again, you can look for all of that to go live next week. And then last but not least, we have Matthew Bell's book, The Kingdom Empowered Entrepreneur, a book that I'm excited. This one kind of touches on two of my worlds. I'm entrepreneurial in a lot of things, and then I'm always curious to really press into what is God calling me to do in the different areas of my life. So Kingdom Empowered Entrepreneur sounds like a book right up my alley. So going to get that recorded this week, and we'll be releasing that episode next week. This is another book that releases next Tuesday, so available for pre-order today, and from next Tuesday forward, available wherever good books are sold. Other than that, that's really the only update I had today. I promise in the future I will talk more about coffee and perhaps running. I'm actually heading out to go for a run right now. That's where I get a lot of my good ideas, helps me to clear my mind, and good alone time for me. So, but yeah, if you have ideas for future episodes, publishing, marketing related questions, whatever you'd like to see me talk about, whether it's on the Almost Daily Show or on the podcast, please just give me a holler, and I'd be glad to consider your ideas. So again, you can reach me at reach me at the email address show@shauntabatt.com. And anyhow, hope you have your week's off to a great start. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll connect with you again soon. Bye-bye.